This is So Blessed. Welcome to the Blessed Place. How y'all doing? I have a video request and I'm just going to get right to it because I might need all my 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going to read this from my channel page. And she says, this is just a video request. If anyone else is interested, that is. Can you give your opinion on dating men with children? What's appropriate behavior with baby mamas, and how to tell if he is still seeing his child's mother? For example, if you are in a committed relationship with a man, is it okay for him to take an overnight trip with his small child and their mother, and not take his mate? How late is too late to be over the small child's house? I have my opinion, but it is salted because I don't have children. And I don't know what is normal and what is not. Am I tripping for all the wrong reasons? Maybe your viewers could give me their opinions. This topic is what is breaking up my relationship, and I want to learn for the future. Okay, so we're going to try to help her. I'm going to give my opinion, and I welcome you to give, and she also welcomes you to give your opinion. Okay, so what I came up with was 7 different ways of avoiding baby mama drama. Now, the first thing I feel like is you must feel confident that your boyfriend is over his ex. If you meet a guy and he seems to still be into his ex, they're Facebook friends, they're tweeting back and forth to each other, they're texting each other, you're trying to go on a date or spend time together and he's talking to her on the phone, or he's always having to do something for her. I had to fix her car, I had to pick her up from work, I had to do this for her, I had to fix something in her house. Then no, they're not done with each other. And I'm telling you, caution, caution, caution. Walk away. Number 2, if he talks negatively or degrades her character, then again, caution, walk away. Because sometimes guys will do this either to impress you, to impress the new girlfriend, or they'll do it to try and make you feel more comfortable and to assure you that he's done with her. But any man who degrades his baby's mama, I don't care how trifling she may be or how right he may be about what he says about her, if he will degrade and downgrade and belittle and berate his baby's mama or his children's mom, then to me that says a whole lot about his character. And then on top of that, what kind of choices in women does he make? That will make me question his choices and his character. So if a man starts to degrade, downgrade, belittle, etc., his children's mama, his baby's mama, caution, caution, caution. Walk, because believe me, it will not be long before he's saying some of the same things about you to another woman. Number 3, if he loves you and he wants you and he respects you, then he wants you to feel comfortable about his contact with his baby's mama. He doesn't have to get up and leave the room every time he talks to her on the phone. He doesn't have to leave you home every time he goes to her house, or he includes you when you go on, when he takes his kids out on outings. Maybe not every time, because we're going to get to that a little later, but you don't have to be on every scene. But he will invite you and include you into his kid's life. That's if he loves you, and if he wants you, and if he respects you. Number 4, conversely to number 3, you have to be confident and reasonable. Yes, reasonable. You have to have reasonable expectations and reasonable requests. Don't get mad every time he gets on the phone with his baby's mama. When you're raising kids, like you said, you don't have any, but when you're raising kids, first of all, you want a father included into the child's life. And there's going to be times they're going to have to discuss things. They're going to have to discuss when little Johnny got sent to the principal's office at school, little Johnny acting up, and you're going to need to come and talk to him. Little Keisha got her period. Whatever it is, they're going to have to talk on the age of the child. So you have to be reasonable and confident. You can't let your self-doubt and insecurities smother him. You don't have to insist that you go with him every time he pick up his kids. You don't have to get upset if you're not invited somewhere. And also remember, it's not the baby's mama's responsibility to make you feel comfortable. So don't getting all mad and upset and saying all kinds of things to her or against her or about her. It's not her responsibility to make you feel comfortable. It's your man's responsibility. Number 5, never, ever, ever degrade, belittle, talk about your man's ex, even if she is trifling, because that makes you look trifling. That makes you look insecure. That makes you look smaller. To belittle someone else makes you seem like you feel little. So never say anything negative against her character, and especially around their kids. Just keep it positive. Keep it positive. Number 6, you and your mate must have good communication between the two of you. He must make you feel comfortable to be able to come and talk to him about your feelings about these things. Like I say, now of course you got to feel confident. You got to be confident and reasonable. And even if you're not confident, fake it until you start feeling confident about the situation. If he's not showing you any signs of cheating or pining away at his ex, then you've got to feel confident about the situation. But you also have to have that avenue to be able to come to him and talk to him when you're feeling insecure, you're feeling uncomfortable. You got to feel comfortable enough with him to talk to him about it. How a man responds to you and your concerns and your insecurities lets you know where you are as far as a priority to him. Because a man that is in love with you, now, it's a difference between a man that loves you and a man that is in love with you. A man that is in love with you does not want you to feel uncomfortable. A man that's in love with you will consider the fact that when you say, I think that I'm not comfortable with you spending the night with your baby and your baby's mama. And a man who is in love with you will look at that from your point of view and say, yeah, I can see how she feels that way, because I certainly wouldn't feel comfortable with her staying with her baby's daddy. So a man that is in love with you, and that's how you can tell the difference. A man that loves you will might not want to hurt your feelings or whatever, but a man that's in love with you, he will consider how you feel about the situation. And he will try to look at things objectively from your point of view. A man that is in love with you will not be over his kids or his baby's mama's house late at night, because he will think objectively, yeah, you know what, I can understand how she feels that way. Maybe that does not look right. And most children need to be in bed late at night. So what you doing over at your baby's mama's house late at night? Them children need to be in bed. Number 7 and last, you must be willing to walk away and lose it all if you feel like you are being continuously disrespected. Don't stay in a relationship where you feel like he is cheating on you with his baby's mama and you are feeling uncomfortable and he is not making any concessions or compromises to make you feel comfortable or to include you into he and his children's lives. A man that loves you and respects you and wants you will rise to your level of expectation. But like I said about that being in love, a man that is in love with you will not only rise to your level of expectation, but will exceed your level of expectation. So he wants you to feel comfortable. He wants you to know that you are a top priority, or one of the top priorities in his life, and he is going to figure out a way to make a comfortable compromise between you and his kids. But like I said, you have to have reasonable expectations, and you have to have confidence in yourself and have your own life and your own thing going, that you're not smothering him with your insecurities and self-doubt. The video request, because this was a different one, and this is one that I have some experience in, because when I married my husband 5.5 years ago, he had baby mama, and I had a daughter, so he probably could tell you about baby daddy drama. But we've been blessed. Neither one of us had to deal with a whole lot of baby mama, baby daddy drama. But there are a few issues. There are a few issues that we've had to work out, and that we're still kind of working out at times. All right? Thank y'all for listening. Y'all be blessed.